And she kept like throwing these jabs, and I'm like, do you like me? Are we really friends? Like, time is flying by. Oh, I was gonna call you and check up on you, but I didn't. But I just let her win. I just looked at her. Because I don't know if you're joking. Because, like I said, the jabs were coming. And I'm about to get dressed because I'm running late. Okay? And we ain't about to be late for this food. Alright, so good evening, everybody. My name is Jessica. Thank you for clicking on my face. Of course, you could call me Jess, but please do not call me Jessie because I do not like that. I'm in a really good mood, y'all. I'm in a really good mood despite what's going on around me, but I'm in a really good mood, y'all. So today we are doing another chit chat. Get ready with me. However, my wig is already applied to the best of its ability. I'm actually going to be adding some, some more curls to kind of liven it up. I'll see, like some more curls around the face, or like maybe shape around the face. But we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, y'all, I had hit y'all up. Well, I was on Instagram stories a few days ago, and I hit y'all up. And I asked y'all what y'all want me to talk about on this particular video. Y'all like to talk about serious stuff, I see. Now, excuse me. Now, I'm doing that little eyebrow trick. Everything will be linked in the description box below. All my makeup products, like all the products together, are all like under like $25. All my products. Now, that's excluding the brushes, so I'm just letting y'all know. But as far as all my makeup products, each product is no more than like $5 a piece. So, but anyway, y'all, I had hit y'all up. I don't think I could do this right now. Hold on, let me do my brows off camera, and I'm gonna cut the camera back on. All right, y'all. So I'm back. Yes, I look crazy right now, but don't worry, I am fixing it. So as y'all can tell, I am rocking it looks like a 14-inch bob. It's like a long bob. So that's what we're rocking tonight. Earlier, I just kind of bumped the ends. It's not, look, I went shopping today. Oh, I bought a lot of stuff. So be on the lookout for, it's going to be vlog style, of course. I'm going to incorporate a haul in my next vlog or next two vlogs. I'm not too sure, but I bought a lot of stuff. A lot of dresses, a lot of tops, some bottoms, and then I'm about to add to it tomorrow. So that's why I was like, just make sure y'all tune into the next vlog, because I'm in a shopping mood. Like, I shop when I'm in a good mood. When I'm in a bad mood, I'll kind of buy like one thing, but when I'm in a good mood, I go ham. So anyway, y'all, not to bore y'all with the clothes. Well, y'all are women. Y'all love hearing about clothes. But I officially got like 45 minutes. I have to be out of here in an hour. But I need to kind of be close to being, like really close to being ready in 45 minutes. So we're going to talk briefly about boundaries in friendships, boundaries in relationships. I actually touched on these things before, but y'all like hearing about it. Y'all like hearing how you can navigate through these things. I'm actually going to, by the way, I'm not going to talk through every step or whatever like that, but just know, like, I'll say some things. So anyway, this is not a talk through, so let's just go ahead and chit chat. Before we get into the topic, when I was doing my brows, I had just got a phone call from my little boo thing that I went on a date with last Saturday. And I told you guys that he doesn't live here, and he's not from here. He lives in Oklahoma. Okay, so when he calls me, he's calling me because he misses me. He cannot see me. So just imagine, like, you can't see your boo, and you're going to want to talk to him every day because it's long distance. So he's not my man. He just my boo. Okay, for right now. Can I have another boo at the same time? Yes. Do I have other people that are interested in me right now? Yes. But he's the only man that I'm interested in right now. Do I find other people interesting? Yes. But he's been the most consistent for the past week. That sounds so funny, y'all, that I said for the past week. But that's true story. Like, people, like I said, you date the representative. They're not going to be consistent the whole time. At some point, he going to stop trying. And if he don't stop trying, he gonna stop calling and texting as much. That's just how it is. Am I going to be brokenhearted about it? Absolutely not. And if he continues on, and as far as positively speaking, if he continues on and wants to continue to chat with me and talk with me, then cool. That's a good thing, right? Am I looking for a relationship right now? Absolutely not. I haven't been looking for a relationship for the past 3 years. Hold on, let me get my lashes, y'all. Okay, so this is the lashes. These are the lashes. I need to talk better. I'm so country, y'all. These are the lashes that I'm using. These are in the style Mamacita. Okay, these are from Rainbow. Okay, now I'm finally showing y'all the lashes from Rainbow. If I find the link, I will link them down below. Look how gorgeous they are. I don't know if y'all can see it. Sorry. Focus. Okay, that's what we're wearing today. Okay, so these were this much. Reason why I bought them, because of the price. Ooh, focus, camera. They were $2.99. Okay, I don't know why this camera is not focusing. So anyway, I sound like I had like an energy drink and I didn't. Like, I'm in a good mood. So where I'm going before we hop into, because I keep kind of redirecting the conversation, I'm actually taking myself out. I'm taking myself out to dinner. So yeah, I'm taking myself out to dinner. Dinner for one. Why I can't find my lash? Oh, I got it. I was like, well, I can't find my lash glue. So yeah, it's dinner for one. And I'm excited because I've never went to this place before. It's a very popular place, but I know a lot of places in Houston, like I told y'all, but since I never tried this place, I was like, and it's near the area that I always go. Oh yeah, this is gonna be pretty. I was just kind of like, let's try it, because I be hungry before I go out. And I deserve it. I've been on my diet, been doing good. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking down because I am putting glue on my lash. I'm about to look at y'all and talk to y'all for a second. This conversation is not going to be long, all because I am pressed for time, but this conversation is going to be effective, okay? So let me get down to it, okay? Anyway, y'all told me on Instagram that y'all would like to talk about boundaries, friendships, just all that. People in your life, people that disrespect you on purpose, people that, disrespect you on accident, misunderstandings. And I also am going to touch on, speaking up for yourself, being a pushover, blah, 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 because that all has to do with it. A lot of times our relationships don't work out is because we either don't speak up and tell people how we feel, or whatever the case, or sometimes, let me just knock this out. Sometimes some people don't deserve to be taught to treat you, if that makes any sense. So we're all humans, we make mistakes, right? But when you continue to deliberately make the mistake, like on purpose, or you do things to make yourself look better, and you don't care who you hurt in the process, and you continue to repeat that same, how can I put it, that same habit. And I'm blending this with this Sephora 56 brush. Now this brush ain't cheap, so This ain't no $20, $40 or whatever like that. So anyway, and this is primer I'm putting on. It's that Wet n Wild primer. So anyway, sometimes when you tell people about themselves, and you don't tell them about themselves several times. You only do it like maybe 2 or 3 times. That's enough to me. And it's not even telling them about themselves. It's just telling them, hey, you know what you're doing, it's kind of hurtful, or you know, why are you doing this? What, like, did I do something to you? It's like how people talk. If you feel like you did something to them, because people can be really, really cruel. And like I said, on accident or on purpose. And it's not my job on the other end of it to figure out if it's on purpose or on accident. It's only the person that's doing it to you's job to assure you that they did not mean it, or they did mean it, right? Because you were minding your business. You didn't know that person was going to do these things or say these things to you. And yes, like I said before, it's a such thing called a misunderstanding or misunderstandings. But when they're reoccurring misunderstandings in the same category of things, that's when it becomes a problem. So let me go ahead and tell y'all. So I wanted to do this video very maturely because I previously went through a situation with a friend. We're no longer friends. Where she, how can I put it? It's okay. Let me just start because I'm very mature now. I've completed therapy like 6 times, and I only went to therapy once for this particular situation because I was just curious. I was like, why does this keep happening? Like, why is this person saying these things? So let me go ahead and take responsibility. I'm putting on my lashes, so just listen. So I'm going to take responsibility and say that I did not initiate or create good boundaries with her. And I know that because the same thing kept happening. And when people do things, they be thinking it's, ooh, these lashes pretty. Oh my God, I'm in love. People be thinking it's okay if they say that because they say that to everybody else. You know, or they do things to everybody else and everybody else don't find it a problem, right? Well, if you don't like something, or, you know, somebody does something or says something to you one time or twice or whatever, and it bothers you, that's when it's your job on the other end and say, hey, that was quite hurtful, or that was quite unnecessary, right? For you to say that to me, or for you to do that to me, whatever they did. Well, you as the individual, if we're taking responsibility here, you are in charge of, and it's your responsibility to say that right when you feel the hurt. Right when you feel the hurt. Not let it build up. Look how gorgeous these are. Y'all know I'm going back to Rainbow and buying a whole bunch of these, right? Oh my God, these are gorgeous. I don't like how I did this one, but I love how I did this one. But we move. I wear glasses anyway. But anyway, it's your job to tell them right when you feel the first sense of hurt. You know what I mean? I hope this mirror don't fall because it's not stable. Okay. So I didn't do that. I waited until this person, my friend at the time, I let it build up. Like, they kept doing it. And they kept doing it for about a year. I would say it wasn't that long because I was friends with this person for over 5 years, close to about 6 years. It was about six years. And I'm putting on foundation, y'all. Oh, you know what? I need to put on my concealer first. And that's too much foundation. Okay. because I did a new makeup routine where I did the other day. I didn't film or nothing like that, but I went somewhere and I did a makeup routine where I did my concealer first and then I put on my foundation. So anyway, back to the conversation. But it was kind of like this person was throwing jabs that I never asked for. Jabs where we were, these were times where we were having fun. These were times where we were, we had some alcohol in the system. We were laughing. There were times where we were with other people. It wasn't just me and her. But there were times where it was just me and her. And most of the times, you know what? Let me scratch that. When it's just me and her, only once this occurred as far as the throwing jabs. The other times, it was other people that was around that she did it in front of. Or she reoccurringly did it in front of. And I didn't understand the motive in that. I didn't understand why when we're, and the conversation, let me let y'all know, the conversations don't even be about me. The conversations, like we be having people have casual conversations, it'd be fun conversations, serious conversations, casual conversations. And none of the conversations, I think about maybe one of them was about me. The rest were we were just casually talking amongst friends. And she kept throwing these jabs. And I'm like, do you like me? Are we really friends? I've never thrown jabs at you. And at other times, like I said, since this was reoccurring, the only times I would even say something remotely was in defense mode. I would kind of just look at you. Most of the time I would just look at you. I really wouldn't say anything back. Because I know myself. And another person knows this too. So I'll just kind of look at you wow, are we doing this? So let me give y'all examples of what I'm talking about throwing jabs so y'all can get the full context of what I'm saying. So throwing jabs will be about if we're casually talking about the pandemic, okay, and this ain't no for instance, this is what it was. We were talking about the pandemic, and this is the time when the pandemic was still kind of bad, it was still bad, and we were casually talking amongst friends about how, vaccinations and people choosing to wear masks or people not choosing to wear masks or people choosing to get vaccinated and people not choosing to get vaccinated, right? Now, mind you, this is my friend of 5 or 6 years. So days before we had that conversation with friends, even months before, me and her had the conversation about what vaccines we took, what we're doing to protect ourselves. I mean, especially if we're around each other, we're wearing masks around each other. We're talking about it because we're around each other. So even when we're alone and it's just us two, it's still a topic of conversation. So at any point, if you have any type of, disdain or a problem with how I might be doing something in regards to the pandemic or whatever I'm doing may concern you, especially if you're really, really concerned about me, you're going to tell me when me and you are together alone personally. You're not going to wait until we get in front of other people, because then the other person is going to be like, is there a problem? Why is this person, why is she saying this? What's going on? They don't know what's going on. And it's the way that it was said too that made it worse. You could say things and be like, blah, 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 and be like, I'm really concerned for you and blah, 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 casually. And you could be in front of the other person, because I don't have nothing to be ashamed about. I do things and I'm just kind of if I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I don't have to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So me telling you shows that I don't have any shame to what I'm doing. I don't have to share what I'm doing. I could just lie to you. I could lie to you, or I could choose not to tell you that information. But since you're my friend, I was comfortable enough to tell you, hey, I went to go get vaccinated and this is what the shot I took, or hey, this is the type of mask I wear, and if you do something different, that's fine. And that's kind of my stance on it. Like, I was fine whatever that, she was doing in her stance with it. And I wasn't expecting her to be okay with what I'm doing, but it was kind of like, if you don't have anything nice to say, I was always taught that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. So that was the big issue that I had with her. It was kind of like every time we were around people, that was her time to tell me or to express to me that I don't know what you're doing. You seem like you don't know what you're doing type stuff. If that makes sense to y'all. Like, it was kind of like insulting my intelligence. Ooh, I can't even talk. Time and time again. And especially about that. Now, but disclaimer. I am fully vaccinated. Like, I got my booster and everything. Like, and I was one of the first ones that got vaccinated. So, there's no problem there. And I wear the correct mask, as y'all seen in other vlogs. Like, I wear the correct mask as far as what's mandated by the CDC. I'm doing all what I'm supposed to do. I'm a single mother. I made sure my daughter, she's boosted. She's fully vaccinated. She's been fully vaccinated since 2021. And she finally got her booster when they were allowed to get the boosters earlier this year. That was like January, the beginning of January, for her age group. So at the time when I got my vaccination, I just got whatever, that's when the pandemic was really bad when I first got my vaccination. I got my vaccination in 2020. Was it 2020? I think it was 2020 or 2021. It was 2021. Whenever the vaccinations, I'm going to put it on the screen because I'm rushing. I have a brain fart. Let me check the time. Hold on, y'all. Time is flying by. Anyway, thank God I already have my lashes on. So anyway, so at the time, like, I was in survival mode. I was doing whatever I could, taking the first shot that was available. You put two and two together, y'all know what it was. Now, we all know, including myself, that the first shot, because I'm not going to say the name. I was looking for my, what's that called? Y'all, I'm getting these brain farts. Sponge. Anyway, if y'all put two and two together, y'all know what shot it was. Okay. I was just doing whatever it was. It was a one and done. Okay. Now y'all know what it was. Okay. Now we all know, I watch the news every day. I work from home. At that time, I was working from home. So I already knew that the risk that we take with any vaccination is going to be risky. I don't care what they say about this particular one or not. All of them risky. All of them. When we got our chickenpox shot, all of them was risky. Yeah, all that was risky. That's truly, like, understood. That's been understood. So I didn't know during these times when I was, after I told her right when I got it, I was like, hey, I got this, blah, blah, blah. She told me what she was getting. She didn't get hers yet. She was getting ready to get hers. So she was getting the ones that she had to take the 2 doses. So on the news, they were saying, hey, this is the most riskiest shot, the one that I took. This is the most riskiest shot, and women are subject to, suffer. They can get, I'm not going to say what it was, but I don't like that on my channel, but women are subject to get whatever problems and complications from this shot. I knew that because I watched the news, so I'm not stupid, right? So when I got the shot, they didn't say that until like maybe 2 or 3 weeks after it. So of course I'm dealing with all my personal feelings. I'm like, man, I hope this never happens to me, or I hope I never get the virus. If anything, I hope I never get the virus, let alone get any complications from a vaccine for me to protect myself from the virus, if that makes sense. So I knew this as a 30, at that time I was 31. As a 31-year-old, that is self-aware and knows what's going on in the news, and anything that we do, we were just all trying to protect ourselves at that moment. I know I was. So I was doing what I could. So any decision can be a right one or a wrong one, or it could be a good decision for yourself. Well, fast forward, I'm talking to y'all today. I have never gotten any complications from that vaccine. Okay? So, hey, insert clapping noise, right? So I'm getting to it. Just rock with me here. So during this time, you know, my friend, she knew that I had the shot, whatever, like that particular shot. I haven't shared it with her family. You know, this is how I'm not ashamed of the decisions that I make. Why be ashamed of getting a vaccine? That don't make sense. But I even told her one of her family members, I was like, hey, this is the shot I got. What shot you got? You know? And we was having a little casual conversation about it. So fast forward, shoot, it probably was a year later. I can't remember, y'all. I'm going to put it on the screen of how long ago of when I told her that I got the shot. And after that time, she got her shots too. It was not only that, it was like maybe 2 days before we was going to a event with me, her, and one of her friends. And I'm moving along in this makeup. And we were walking down the beach because we went to the beach that weekend. And I was bringing up the fact that I took the shot. Like, I'm not ashamed that I had that shot. Because at that point, I still was okay. You know, I was still doing okay. So I was saying, I just blurted out. I was like, hey, you know, we were actually talking about it, though. And I was like, hey, this is the one I got. And the friend didn't think nothing of it. They were just like, okay, that's her, you know, choice. And why did my friend say no other times? Now, we was together 2 days before, and then I told her this months and months and months before of what shot I took. She goes to say, well, I did hear that on the news and stuff like that, and I hope this is how she said it. It wasn't like in a concerning matter. It was kind of like a look down on you matter. And I'm telling you, anybody, I'm not making assumptions. Like, this is exactly how she said it. She was like, oh, I was gonna call you and check up on you, but I didn't. She said this right in front of her friend. Now, we had drinks in us. I'm gonna promise y'all not to put too much. I'm not gonna put too much blood. We had drinks in us. We was having. Now, this is during a time we had a good time. Hours went by during the whole day. Like I said, she's been known that that's the type of shot that I took or whatever like that. So she knew this, and she chose to say it in front of her friends. Now, like I said, I already told the other friend this is the shot I took. So it wasn't like an embarrassing moment. What was embarrassing is the fact that she showed her utter disdain or her disapproval of the shot that I took, and she even added a clap back when I didn't even clap at her about what shot I took. Like, she was just disapproving of the fact that I took the shot and the fact that she wasn't going to check up on me. She had to let me know that. The fact that she had to let me know that was the problem. Okay? Y'all can see my mold. Let me just making it darker. That's how less foundation I put. My makeup look good. So, but yeah, y'all, just to speed up the conversation. I'm getting somewhere. And I'm telling this story because I take full responsibility that I did not tell her at the time. I just let her rock with it. I just let her win. I just looked at her. I literally just looked at her when she said that. To this day, she don't know that bothered me. I'm like, wow. Like, all this time that you had, or you could have checked on me. How about that? And you decide to show your true feelings in front of your friend. I'm kind of like, why? Why say that? Anyway, let me bring on the next example, and then I'm going to tell y'all the lesson and how to deal with it. With that same day, let's rewind before that conversation started. That same day, we were talking about health and fitness and weight loss goals and stuff like that. And me and her started a diet together. Like, she introduced the diet to me. It was the keto diet. She introduced the diet to me, and based on my impression, we both had results from the diet, like great results. I mean, she looks good. I mean, especially at that time when we were talking about it with her friend, like, she looked amazing. Like, we were in swimsuits. So she looks good. And I always told her that. I was like, oh, girl, you look good. And she would always tell me her results, and I would always tell her my results. And because we started the diet. I mean, literally, she told me about it. I've never heard about it. And she told me about it like 2 years prior to us having this conversation with her friend. So when we had this conversation with her friend, he was asking what are our habits, what we do when we're on this particular diet and stuff like that. And she volunteered me as Tribune in Hunger Games. And she was like, oh yeah, I'll let her tell you what she does. She didn't give me a chance to talk. She just literally just said, oh, I'll just let her tell you what she does, instead of him just, calling on me, or me just even talking for myself. And she says, yeah, she don't be eating. She crazy. She be eating grass and stuff like that. Now, let me let y'all know, yes, that could be looked at as a joke, like she's just joking around, right? Because obviously, if I wasn't eating anything, I wouldn't be alive, or I'd be deathly ill. But there are some people that actually have eating disorders. I had an eating disorder when I was in high school, my junior year. I had an eating disorder. So when she said that, I was just kind of like, okay, I guess that's what she thought of me, because she never told me this. She told me, joke. She never even joked with me about me not eating anything, if that makes any sense. So I was just kind of like, let me talk to y'all, because I'm kind of done with my makeup. So I was just kind of like, is there a problem? Like, would I eat? I was literally I was getting ready to tell him what I was doing, but what I did as me being a pushover, I say, oh yeah, girl, I don't be eating anything. Yeah, I was telling her friend, I was like, yeah, I don't be eating anything. Yeah, I don't eat that. And I'm in the back seat and they're in the front. And I'm like, okay, that wasn't nice. Like, I do eat. And I was still pretty hefty. I was still pretty a thick girl, and I was still and the worst part about it is that I was still struggling with my weight at the time. Even though I lost pounds from the diet, I was still struggling with my weight. So that wasn't really a nice thing to say to someone that has been on a weight loss journey for years. Y'all, you told me about the diet, and now all of a sudden when we get in front of friends, you got a whole new spin on it. Now, if you're joking, I can tell if you're joking. But say the joke when we together. And then say it again. Because I don't know if you're joking. Because, like I said, the jabs were coming. It kept coming and coming and coming. Like, this was the first jab that day. And then it was the second jab that I talked about earlier. But it was jabs before that. So I'm like, are you joking? Are we friends? Like, why you wait till we get in front of other people to say these things? I literally will volunteer. I don't mind. If you think I should volunteer and tell people things, let me know before I get in front of these people. Hey, Jessica, I need you to tell your whole story. I need you to tell your business. But I don't need you to tell my business. I don't need you to tell my business. I have a mind on my own. I can speak. I can talk. But by the time I was able to talk, these people, the people that she was friends with, that she was saying this in front of, they could believe that I have an eating disorder. Do I care what they think? No. But that paints a horrible picture. Perception is everything. Why would you want your friend to continue to be around people that thinks, or you told them things that puts them in a bad light? I don't care if you're joking or not. They can't tell either. They're for that long. They wasn't friends for her for years. So it wasn't kind of like, oh yeah, she's just like that. No, they barely knew her. So when she said that, I was like, okay, are we friends? So what I'm trying to get at is that I did not set clear boundaries in that friendship when it came to the things she said. Now, there were things after that I don't want to get into, because this video is not about bashing or anything like that, because I take full responsibility. I'm telling y'all, this video is about if someone, especially your friend or anybody that you're in a relationship with, a family member too, that says something that hurts you, tell them right away. Unfortunately, the reason why I didn't say things either, another reason, I'm just making an excuse again, I'm just telling y'all what the excuse was, is because these were during times where we were having fun. I didn't want, this was just that one day, those 2 jabs that were thrown. And I didn't even throw jabs at her. Like I said, I've never talked about her weight. I never said things about her weight, her vaccine status, even if she made the right decision with her weight or the right decision with the vaccine or whatever the case. I never spoke on that to her personally or to her in front of anybody else, because I felt like she's a grown woman. She can make that choice, and I shouldn't have to express how much I don't like it. Like, that ain't my business. She made it my business to tell me, but that was it. That's as far you should take it. When someone tells you their business, that's as far you should take it. You should not take it beyond that and start adding fuel to the fire. You know what I mean? That's not emotional intelligence. So basically, what you do in those situations is that if it's too late and you haven't set those boundaries, you can still try. But once people get accustomed to doing those things, once you tell them about themselves and stuff like that, which I did end up telling her in some type of way, they will flip the script back on you and say, oh, were you weak, or you're insecure, or you need validation. And it's kind of like, no, you truly hurt me when you did this. You truly hurt me, and I'm telling you did, and you still minimalized the fact of me, my health results. You minimalized the fact that I can't make right decisions. You minimalized me, and you made me feel as that I'm less than in regards to the decisions you make. I don't care if you're joking or not. To me, I was hurt. And I told this person, and they said all kind of stuff to me back. They was like, girl, you tripping. You don't know what you're talking about. So in my situation, I had to let her go. I had to let her go. And that was just one day I'm talking about. It was several other days within that same year. And she was doing it after I told her. So it was like she was, and then she did apologize when I told her, but it took her a few days to kind of realize. And then that was after we got into it, because it turned into an argument, me telling her about herself. And then she ended up doing it months later. No, it didn't even take months later. Yeah, it was like a couple of months later, she did it again. So I was just kind of like, well, wow, she must don't like me on the slick, and I just don't know. Because there ain't no way that you could apologize for something, or somebody can tell you that you're doing something that hurt them, and you still continue to do it. You really just don't care about them. You know, you don't care about their feelings. You don't care about the boundaries that they're trying to set. You just don't care. So I had to let her go. Sad to say, but like I said, I was sad at the moment. I cried about it, yes. I cried about it for like maybe a day or two. But at the same time, I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. So when it comes to boundaries, and like I said, it doesn't have to be a friend that does this. It could be a partner, relationship, a business partner, a coworker could do this to you, a family member can do this to you, a friend, whatever. We don't count associates, because associates, there's no relationship there. You can literally like just stop talking to an associate. But when it's somebody that you're close to, all I can tell you is that to set those boundaries right when they do it, or set those boundaries before they do something. And then if they do something, please tell them immediately that you hurt me. Don't let it build up. And if it's too late and you haven't did any of that, you might as well just remove yourself from the situation, because you can do something that you regret. You might say something in defense that you regret, and that's being a bigger person either way. Like, I was being a bigger person to remove myself from that situation, because if I would have stayed in that situation, I probably would have said something in defense that I didn't mean. I could have said something really, really hurtful to her. More hurtful than what she said, that I thought she said to me. And like I said, the things that she said could have been on accident, but it kept reoccurring after I told her. You know what I'm saying? And then when I told her, it was bad then, so I was like, okay. And then it happened again. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to remove yourself so you won't make a mistake. So that's what I learned in therapy, y'all, when it comes to boundaries. Those are 3 options. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on the screen, and I'm about to get dressed because I'm running late, okay? And we ain't about to be late for this food. So I'm gonna talk to y'all when I put on my outfit, okay? I'll see y'all in 1 second. Okay, y'all, so we are dressed. I need to take this tag off. So I know y'all can't see the full fit yet. Just don't worry. I know y'all crooked too. With that being said, because I like this shirt so much, I'm getting it in different colors. So if y'all see me in this shirt and it's different colors, don't talk about me, talk about your mama. So this is the shirt, and then these are the bottoms. Y'all seeing the bloating going down, huh? So yeah, these are the bottoms. I decided to do like a color block moment. I don't know if I can see, but yeah, so that's what we're looking like tonight. And the shoes that I'm wearing are these boots I wore. Yeah, if y'all seen these in my last vlog, y'all gonna see them again. Just my standard black boots, so pretty. And I got these from Shu Deal for $19.99. And I believe I got the nude ones too. And the new ones were $16.99. So if y'all got a Shu Deal, which I think it's only in Dallas and Houston, if y'all are from Texas, y'all need to head to Shu Deal. Okay, y'all, let me pull y'all back up so y'all can see my lovely face. Okay, so I'm just putting on my earrings. I can tell these pants gonna give me a hard time. Look, even though some of the bloating went down, that don't mean I'm not as thick as what I was. Well, what I'm trying to say, I'm thicker than what I was when I first bought them. So I could use an extra large right now. But it's all good. So the earrings that I'm wearing, they are from Rainbow. They were $3. I don't know if y'all can see it. See if y'all can see it up close. They're from Rainbow, 3-tier stars. They're different stars. This ring, okay, I could put it there. This ring I got from Miss A. So there y'all can see it. It's like blue and purplish. It was $1. This bracelet was a Christmas present from like 2 or 3 years ago. This ring is from Miss A. This watch is from, sorry if y'all couldn't see it, from Dee Dee's, my 2-tone watch. So, as y'all can tell, I am not rushing anymore because I feel bamboozled. So, I don't know if y'all can see me all the way. So, anyway, that's better. So, I feel bamboozled. Let me tell y'all why. I made a reservation for $9.45 at this restaurant I wanted to try. Yeah, we're gonna do the hair like that. At this restaurant that I wanted to try. And since I never been there before, I didn't know that these people close at 10. Why did you allow me to make a reservation at 9:45 if you guys close at 10? You did not update your website. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You did not update your website, and now I'm out here looking crazy. So, as a alternate, I'll go somewhere else. It's fine. Just need something nice to eat. Sit there for a while before I go out. stuff like that. So now I'm putting on this liner. This liner is from NK Makeup. I don't know if I can see it. Ooh, focus. And this is Plum in the shade Plum. I don't know if I can see that either. Focus. It says Plum. And yeah, that was $1. So is at your local beauty supply. If I can find a link, I can. But it's at the local beauty supply place for $1. It's a lip pencil. Let me see. What gloss should I do? Like a pinky gloss? Pink will bring out the look. Let me go get my pink gloss. This is Kiss New York's gloss in Striptease. I've shown y'all this before. Wearing it again. And then on top, I'm going to put the Nika K, finally said it correct, New York Diamond Glow. And this is in the shade, did I peel it off? Admirable. So I'm going to put on the Kiss first. I wanted a very plummy lip because I'm wearing like cobalt. And I feel like, as I'm looking at y'all, I'm not liking the earrings. And on top of that, I feel like I need a necklace. So guess what? We're not wearing the earrings because I am not liking the fact that I cannot see them. Okay, y'all, so I changed up the earrings. These are some like rhinestone. I don't know if the camera is doing it justice, but these are some rhinestone earrings that I got like from the beauty supply place 10 years ago. And I wanted to put those on because it was looking, my outfit wasn't going well with those star earrings. So we're gonna do an earring and necklace combo. So this mama necklace I got from like a gift from my daughter last year. Okay, y'all, so now we're ready. This is the purse I always wear. This is from Didi's. It was like maybe $11, $12. I bought this like last year. And then what else did I didn't show y'all? That's it. So the fragrance of the night, yes, this looks beat up, but this is by Moschino Gold. So we're gonna put this on our clothes. And yes, I still have half the bottle. I bought this in 2020. 21 gigawatts. We overspraying. We overspraying the Moschino. And for the layered fragrance, like the, you know what? I was gonna wear my Zara perfume. I was, but that's my daytime perfume. I don't like wearing that. So the layered fragrance we're going to wear is YSL, what's it called? Mon Paris. So we're gonna put this. This is the roller ball. I can roll it on my skin. You don't roll it. You don't roll roller balls on your neck. I mean on your clothes. You roll it on your neck and your wrist and everywhere else that got skin. Please do not roll this on your clothes. I hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat. Get ready with me. I move real fast with my makeup because that's my usual pace. But I hope you guys learn how to deal with friends as far as setting boundaries early on in the friendship, making sure that you are vocal. Even if you set boundaries and you don't, make sure you're vocal with your needs and how you should be treated. And sometimes some people just don't deserve to be told that over and over and over again. Sometimes it's not worth your energy. It depends on the strength and of the friendship, and it depends on what's done. Sorry if my head is cut off, but it just really depends on what has been done and how much damage was done in the friendship. But I will say that to prevent yourself from doing anything immature or not emotionally intelligent, or anything that you would regret, can't even talk, but anything that you would regret, I would say the best thing also is to remove yourself from the situation. Look, I need to fix this. I'm a very sensitive girl, and I do not handle conflict very well. And so when I tell you something, maybe once or twice, maybe 3 times, and it doesn't work out, it's best for me personally to remove myself. Okay? It might not sound healthy to others, but it's healthy for me, and it's worked. It's worked because I've been in situations longer than what I should have. Okay? This is friends, family, whatever you want to call it. I feel like you can only deal with so much. Okay? Y'all, this hair is getting on my nerves. I have put it behind my ear, and now I'm liking it like this. I just don't know how to do it. So we're going to keep it like this. So anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to go and find me something to eat. Okay? Because as y'all could tell, like I told y'all earlier, that the restaurant didn't close on me. It's getting ready to close in 10 minutes. So I need to go find me something to eat. I'm going to go to like a reverse happy hour. I'm going to take y'all with me.
What?